Interesting. Okay, so thanks for checking because I thought we were live. Welcome everybody. Let's go through this again. We thought we were live there for a second, uh, but welcome to episode 19 of Paint Bros.
Hey everybody. We actually
Good.
thought we were live.
We thought we were
We've
live, so we
been
were talking for a
chatting for a
little
little
bit.
bit.
Yeah. Um, this week I realized that I had been forgetting that there is a calendar schedule icon in YouTube Studio, and I clicked on it today. I was like, oh, I can schedule. This is how you schedule things. And when you do it through a schedule, another button pops up that says that you can go live. And
Dope.
so there's an extra step. Usually I just say, oh, just go live from my software, and I'm live. And hello, Christina Hummingbird. I see you are live. We're also live on Twitch now as well. My Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Tony Moy, Tony_Moy. So we're streaming here. And we're both working on tarot cards for a project we're both on.
Mine is
and
the
which one?
tower.
The tower.
I'm on the tower is the card in particular.
What's the symbology on that? Like, do you look up
Uh,
things about it?
yeah, it's usually a crumbling or being something in a state of disrepair.
Mm.
Um, there's a few different, like all of them have various versions. That's the funny part.
Yeah.
But there's certain, like, for instance, the pentacles, how those are usually depicted. There's like different, um, whatever the number is, it's like the person is toiling away at them. They're usually being created at the time. Oh, there we go. So I am roughing out some shadows. I'm kind of working on this in a weird backwards way.
In a weird way. Yeah, you put
Um,
colors on pretty quickly.
yeah, I should actually
Usually you
kind
start with the shadows.
I know. So for those curious, this is what the initial sketches that I did. This stuff's all gonna fall. I have things very precarious. By the way, this is what I do with pizza things that arrive on our doorstep. I use them to mask like, whenever I'm using the airbrush. So yeah, this is the image that I'm kind of using as my basis. So I'm now going to watercolor this guy.
I'm supposed to be doing Knight of Pentacles.
Cool.
Well, that helps me with some of the. I was trying to think of a rune, so I'll just generate pen. For those of you out there, this is Pentacles. The star is right side up, right? Are you familiar with this?
My brain. Yeah.
Because I know that
We're
makes no sense.
we're filling people with confidence about
Yeah, I
this.
know,
Let me
right?
tell you.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's right side up.
Yeah. This is what Photoshop was truly designed for, everyone.
Yeah, just in case we mess up later on. Robin J. Casper, long time no see. Hey, how's it going? Matea, Samantha, William,
Hello, everybody.
Cynthia, all on YouTube. So, thank you for joining us.
So what I'm doing right now is just figuring out where the shadows are supposed to fall on this guy.
So many windows and chat open, right? Well, you already got a wing drawn in? Man, I'm doomed.
Yeah. Well, this will be the one that this will be that episode where I'm actually,
Yeah, they're actually ahead of me.
yeah.
Excelse Libratus is in the house on the Twitch chat again. Thank you for showing up, sir. I've been interested in tarot card art for a while. I think I'll just make him holding two. I was gonna try to make his hand into like or something.
Usually when I do my like preliminary, I do kind of a deep dive on whatever the subject matter is supposed to be, and we did this back in like November.
Yeah, well, this was during Emerald City because you actually did the sketch. I did the sketch right before I left for Emerald City.
I did. I
You
did it
did the
there.
sketch at Emerald City.
Right. Right.
I
That's right.
vividly
The due date
remember.
was
Yeah.
the day I flew out, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, all right, I knew there was something I was forgetting.
Yeah, and
So
I
landed, and yeah, that's right. This was the first thing I worked on. I forgot about that. How has your week been? We've been keeping with a weekly schedule, so this is kind
we
of
have been.
yeah.
The fun one will be the week that I am gone in Abu Dhabi, which is in 2 weeks. So we'll have one next week, which is episode 20. Can you believe we're actually at episode 20?
Yeah.
I'm,
It feels like it.
I wish we were further ahead. We had grandiose plans for this stream when when we first started. We're like, we're gonna do one
Pie in
every
the
single
sky.
week. We should be at episode 40 right now.
Who won't? Who won't? We won't.
Yeah.
We're terrible.
All right. I just got to start putting down some.
Yeah, don't drive fast.
Don't drive fast.
Yeah, we're really terrible. Again, apologies everybody for not having the episode up while we were chatting. We had this really good witty banter too.
We did. We did. We were
Right
sitting
at the
here
beginning.
chatting.
Yeah, totally lost. Yeah.
We had an intro and everything. You guys
Story
missed
of
it.
our life. Now, so here's my question: what happens when? Is it going to be active for people to see when we put the episode up?
I don't think so.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think so because
That's
so
right.
normally
It's
I just
recorded via here, right?
yeah. So it's recorded via going live, and so
Right.
there was the it said preview and it said live and it was a big green button or go live or something like that, which I'd never seen before, and I just thought, oh okay, it's just doing something. Maybe YouTube changed something up, but
Tony's
we
like,
had to
yeah,
hit that button.
I'm going live. I know.
Yeah, I know. Like all my local desktop applications say I'm live. It's sending it to
Womp
you.
womp. There we go. I'm gonna start putting on some.
Alright. I'm gonna lay some really base colors down first and just kind of lightly go over everything except sort of the light source in the middle here, and then and then we'll just start later.
So, I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm just talking to myself. Just
For
talking out
for
loud.
those that don't know, we are both of us are committed to doing this for a project, and the deadline is looming.
Yes,
But we've
it's
both been
basically the end of the
busy.
month.
But we've been dealing with our own personal projects or projects for publishers or
Mhm.
whatever.
Yeah.
Um, so this has not really been at the forefront of our honeydew list. But now that it's coming up really close, we're like, how about we do the episode on what we actually have to get done,
Yeah,
like
on fantasy
ASAP?
art.
Uh,
You may get a double dose of this next week too. Um,
well, I've been on multiple projects, and one of
yeah.
them that I finally put to bed. Um, that's really, really sweet, but man, it was daunting. I'm.
Can
It's
you say
actually
anything?
drying.
Because
I
is it
think I can. Yeah, I
surprise?
mean, no, it's a proposal book for someone who's proposing to his hopefully soon to be fiance.
Hopefully she'll say
So I
yes.
did.
Hopefully your art
I
is good
did.
enough so that they'll be,
Well, see, that's the thing. There's so much pressure, man.
because
I'm
if your
like
art
so
isn't good
stressed
enough
out
and you didn't
about
do
it.
a good job on this,
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna fail this guy if anything happens. So, I've been trying to get like likenesses really down and everything else, and um, and it's kind of an honor. Someone put so much faith,
yeah.
uh, and it's like, but yeah, it was actually really fun and it was really different, but also really stressful, like really stressful. But it's stuff like drawing pet dogs and like all sorts of like it's kind of a glimpse inside of somebody's life. So you know it's
I'm
kind of
very.
it was really different.
It sounds like challenge, and
Yeah.
but the reward is hopefully going to be worth it.
uh yeah, if he man, my nightmare is like the guy's like, yeah, she said no, man. Like,
Well, you paid me.
yeah, I don't even know how it would. Yeah, like what could I have done differently? What did I miss? There we go.
This is actually
I'm
something I
gonna.
don't think I brought up in one of our streams about products and stuff like that.
What,
So
what is that?
sometimes this is a, a water bottle.
Hand. Oh, I was like hand sanitizer
No,
pump.
no, no, yeah, hand sanitizer if you're at a convention. But
That's what it looks like.
this Delta Ultra Fine Mist water sprayer is like worth its money if you're going to use it to like wet the paper because it comes out in such a even mist of water as you put it on because it's not the pump is different um, and so you don't get like a regular water bottle something you get like large droplets and small droplets and they don't wet evenly uh, but this little guy it says Delta Artist on it but I know it's basically you can get it for like like for if you're a barber kind of a thing it's a nice even mist.
Uh,
I
fancy.
I am drawing the Knight of Pentacles. William Clark asks, which card are you drawing? See what ends first, your video or my bourbon, says Bob Forrest. I,
Nice.
I've seen you drink.
Nice.
You might finish that bourbon first. Um, Matea Holloway says on YouTube, says, I just wanted to hop on real quick before I go to bed. I'll watch the whole video tomorrow. Excited to see how this all turns out. Can't wait for all this talk.
Me too.
And Samantha Hamricks on YouTube says, this sounds so incredibly sweet and awesome. If she says no, the problem was not you. Or maybe not even him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that things are going to work out. I'm not actually all that worried. Um, I think it looks really good. I'm really proud of it. So likenesses are one of those, like, I mean, that was our last episode, but
Yeah.
that those are the things that I always like really kind of noodle over, and it's like you can massage them to death.
Hmm. You can. And sometimes that's the challenge. Sometimes, right? You start pushing things a little bit too much, and then you all of a sudden you
Yeah.
lose it. It's
Yep.
a legitimate concern.
Struggle is real. So you've been working on the comic pretty much nonstop.
Yes, I this week
When does it
was.
launch?
I counted my episodes, and I am about four or five. I'm working on the fifth episode or issue, I guess it would be.
Yeah.
Right now, and I think once I solidify that, I'll have more than a month's worth of releases to kind of
Oh, nice.
cover my butt. Possibly even two if I just do it every 2 weeks, kind of a thing. Um, but that'll give me a chance to kind of pause and figure that out. There's been a lot of rewriting. There's been some adding some smaller scenes just to make sure things are clarified, and also some additional history that I decided to put in. As I learn more, I was like, oh well,
Nice.
actually kind of cool. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Soon. I want to say at the end of the month, but every time I've said something, I've always been off so far. So I'm just going to be like, yeah, it's coming soon.
Sometimes it's best not to actually give it.
Yeah.
Kind of funny. That's when I have a couple of editors that I deal with pretty regularly, and
Yeah.
I think that they're so used to that with artists that, like, most of the big editors that I tend to deal with,
Yeah.
they don't
Don't even
actually
ask.
give deadlines. Like,
Yeah.
that's one of the things people don't realize is that, like, editors on really big projects, they really don't give deadlines. They give like estimates for like deliverable dates, but they
Mhm.
don't. They know you're going to flake out in some way,
Yeah.
or
They
things will
just try to
come up,
keep up.
or it will. Yeah, they're just like, I don't want to stress you out about that. I just want a good product.
Yeah.
Um, and then you have Simon and Schuster.
we, it's Friday
Total
today. You think we could have it by Sunday morning?
Yeah, that's like, we're gonna need you to come in on Sunday.
Oh.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna need you to.
What was that? Was that Office Space? No, was that Office Space?
Yeah, yeah, it was Office Space.
You and I lived that life for a while.
Ugh, yeah, thank God. That's over.
Yeah. So if you want to know what Dan and Tony were doing before, just go watch that classic movie Office Space.
What's hilarious is that entire scene with the
That
copier.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, the copier scene in particular
Oh yeah.
was like is definitely something that I've experienced before.
What's the generic error on those printers again?
I don't remember, but I just remember there's like a point where you're just like, "Yep, it's time to just throw this out the window, destroy it." Um, there was a computer that we had to use for. Oh, can I say this stuff? I guess I can.
Yeah.
So we did a lot of stuff for Sony,
Huh?
and in particular, there was a testing machine we had to use for the PlayStations. That was like it's like an offline tester,
Uh-huh.
so that you can make sure everything's functioning correctly before you actually. It's sort of like a, how do I describe it? It's like a sandbox.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's like a
PC load
physical
letter.
sandbox. Yeah, you literally hook up the system to this sandbox, and it mimics what the environment is like. And we, yeah, we went medieval on that thing on the last day. It was just like, yeah, this is an out of date system now. No one's using it. Like, I hate this thing so much. Like, so much. It is such a horrible thing.
Uh,
Yeah, there
yeah,
might have been
we all
some.
have our nightmare stories from there. Are you hearing a ding by any chance?
Ding?
A
No.
notification. I have
No.
there's
Someone
some
blowing up
browser
your
tab
neighbor.
open that's dinging. I can't.
That's got to be on your end.
No, no, it is on my end. I just want to make sure.
I was like, I don't have
If
anything
you
on
can't
yours.
hear it, that means it's not going out into the world.
Yeah. No, that's only in your head. Ding,
Can
ding, ding.
confirm Office Space is a documentary.
Yes. Yep. Oh, I should go lighter, not darker.
What is you?
I had a cobalt teal moment.
I'm running low on Cobalt Teal.
Dude, it's always my nightmare. I had a total cobalt teal moment, though, where I closed my thing after using it extensively
Mm-hmm.
and, like, opened it back up, and it was like freaking Jackson Pollock all inside of my.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was everywhere. Everywhere. For those that don't know, it is the most insidious color, and like Tony and I chat about it all the time to each other because it doesn't dry the way every other color in the
Yes,
world dries.
it stays,
It
especially the M
stays.
gram version. The M gram
Yeah,
version,
yeah, yeah.
especially so.
The honey version is like the
Yeah,
worst ever.
whatever it
Um,
is, that combination.
yeah, the stuff is just, man. But yeah, it was literally all over the place.
Yeah. So Cobalt Teal, is so fluid, and it takes such a long time for it to harden up or gel up. Most watercolors will, come like a little pebble if it's a cheap one, and it'll stay a little like a gummy bear, I guess. Um,
Yeah,
if you let it dry a little bit. And
just a
Cobalt
little
Teal
bit.
will just run on you. It's to the point where I don't keep it. I don't keep very much of it in my palette.
No.
I just travel with it in a Ziploc bag.
Nice.
Yeah,
Very nice.
I just should give me basic. So you're going with for two light sources, a cool one from behind,
Yeah.
and
Cool one over
the
here,
explosion.
and then big bada boom.
Yeah, bada boom, bada boom.
Big, big, big bada boom. Bada, bada big boom.
um,
It's kind of funny because like fire is one of those things that I tend to paint fast. Um,
you kind of have to.
yeah, I know, and it's one of the, but it's like chicken or the egg. Do you paint everything then paint the fire, or do you paint the fire then paint everything else?
Mhm. Well, also
And
because
I
you
go,
can approach the fire where it's very
yeah,
organic, and you kind of let the water do a lot of the work.
yeah. Well, I don't do that as much. I tend to do more dry brush just to get the flames and
Mm.
everything in there. I only add the water sort of effects afterwards. Oh man, I have so much. There we go. Do you ever like not put enough water and then it's like paste when you go
Yes.
to paint?
Yeah.
That's another Imgram specific issue that I have.
Does that make Tony Corbin Dallas? I I will be a golem, Dallas. I I'll gladly take on that role. I'll sacrifice.
Gorban Dallas.
Wait till you see our Halloween special where Dan dresses up as does a cosplay.
Lulu. It's so messed up. Multi-pass.
See, he's got it. All right. I'm gonna work slowly and work in some parts of here. Just to wait for everything to dry a little bit.
My other thing that I'm sort of grappling with this one is what color to make the dragon.
Well, you're making it purple.
I'm sorry?
You're making it purple.
Ha. Very funny.
uh, Zailwin says, greatly enjoying watching the two different styles at once.
Oh, thank you. Hey, can you do me a favor and zoom in on the dragon's head?
Yes.
Like, maybe that spot.
Take this and then.
Actually, here, let me do that. Might make things easier.
Doing on his head.
Oh, that's perfect.
The image quality for everyone look good. So one of the challenges that we're facing is that sort of the max input that we get from Dan streaming into my computer and then out to all of you guys is that his feed comes in at 720p. And I think we stream out at 4K. So there is a little of interpolation that happens here. Yeah, I created another scene. Totes Cokes says, "Hey Tony, what's up? How's it going?"
I always make fire noises whenever I'm drawing dragons breathing fire. Has to be a sound effect.
I think every artist kind of does stuff like that. I know my expressions change to match whatever it is that I'm drawing.
So I have this like running argument, or not argument, but thing with my my sisters, and they all think that it's a boy thing in particular.
Okay.
That it's like little boys trying to do the sound effects. Um, they like girls in particular were never big on the like making sound effects
Yes, yes, yes.
to match what like the gun noises and
Uh,
everything else.
well, there was this thing that was going around where they're uh, on social media where like the boyfriends or the husbands would go up
Uh-huh.
to their girlfriends or wives or significant other, female significant others, and ask them to make a machine gun sound. And
Oh my
now
gosh,
every boy,
that's
and you can try this with Heather if you want,
no,
but
I'm
every
totally going
boy
to.
knows how to make right. You have your own slightly version and whatever else, but every
Yeah, yeah,
man knows how to make a good machine gun noise.
yeah. It's
And
like it's hardwired. Yeah.
the fails of the women was
Like what?
was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Is that the little drummer boy that I just heard? Like,
Yeah.
what was that?
What?
Yeah, that's
So
so funny.
so yeah, I think you have a valid point there.
Yeah. No, I mean it's definitely a thing. My sister's nope, can't do it.
Yeah, but I always find myself making the same expressions whenever I'm drawing.
I gotta go back and forth on that. It depends on
Yeah,
what I'm drawing. Like if I'm making like an expression of like screaming or something,
yeah,
like I, my mouth is opening if I'm
yep.
drawing the mouth open, and
Hmm.
I'm trying to like I can't even see what I'm doing because I don't have a mirror here all the time, but I do
Right.
have mirrors.
Yeah, I
But
used to
no,
have a
I'm
mirror in front of me.
making the face while I'm drawing the face. It's
Yeah.
like I have to assume that that's half the fun of being at a convention is you get to see
You
artists act
see the artists as they
complete
sketch it out and see like people's
jacked
weird
up
faces.
wackos. Yeah. Just like, who's that? I don't know, but it's weird. Watch what he's doing with his face.
I got to make a decision on light source in the back here.
You're
I haven't really done anything
doing
about
that.
it yet.
I started saying you're doing that now.
Yeah. Well, I knew the. I just don't know the color of the.
Chicken or the egg, bro.
I know. I know. I can go warm or I can go super cool. Let's just focus on the shadows. So Tony, when will this be on the latest metal album?
Oh man.
If this ends up looking like what I have in my head. Apparently, Ewan McGregor would ruin a lot of takes because he wouldn't stop making the lightsaber noise. I don't blame him. I completely do not blame him if he
That's
was.
hilarious,
That
but
would be
I
the hardest
totally
thing to
believe
do.
that. I'd be like, all right, don't make the lightsaber sound. Right. Yeah. You want to hear another really interesting fact about him? Um, his what is it? His uncle
Yeah.
is the pilot in Star Wars.
Do you know how many pilots there were in Star Wars? Like, what do you?
No, the first, like A New Hope.
Oh, he
Like
was. Oh,
he was
he was one of the
he
pilots,
was
the
he
red
was
pilots.
yeah, no, he was the good one. He was the one who the only one to both destroy the Death Star and bring down an AT-AT.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Wedge Antilles.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I did not realize that.
Yep, that's actually his like uncle or something. Hold on, now I've got to look it up.
Small freaking world.
Wow, it's evidently very searched very often, but yeah, that's his whoop. There it is. Yep. Him and his uncle or something, yeah.
Oh, wow, that's pretty crazy.
Dennis Lawson is his name. But yeah. It's a small world after all. Yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to the new Obi-Wan.
Yeah, it should be. It should be pretty. I mean, they got John Williams back for the soundtrack.
Yeah, what else is he doing right now there? I mean, I'm just putting
Retiring,
it out there.
enjoying life.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't
Yeah.
really have to do anything else. He's old.
Exactly. It's like
Like, he doesn't
I don't
have to do this.
I don't see a lot of people beating down his door right now to do other things. So I think he
Yeah,
probably
but
has time for it.
true. But I'm sure he's perfectly fine without having to worry.
Probably. I mean, he's John Williams.
He's John Williams. There's few people in this world that you know
Yeah, I guess
probably
music
just
is one of those rare things where you're not in the public eye for long enough and it doesn't matter.
you just have to like, yeah, I wrote that. And you're like, what?
Yeah, it's like that thing you're humming right now. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was me. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm actually anxious to see what like Hayden Christensen like how big of a role he has in the movie or in the show.
I didn't realize he was going to be in it. I didn't
Yeah,
hear that.
he's reprising his role.
Oh.
That's why he's been at all the cons we've been at, dude.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. They've been promoting the. He's been on the con circuit. Also, I've decided that this is going to be a red dragon.
You didn't figure that out before?
I mean, it's like it's a fire breather. I feel like it's only natural.
You're just going along with all
I've
the
been
rules.
well, I've been re-listening to all of the um, His Majesty's Dragon stuff, all the Temeraire stuff lately.
Mm,
For reasons,
for reasons.
for reasons, and yeah, I'm at the point where Iskirka, the fire breather from Istanbul, is making an appearance, and I'm like, yeah, fire breathers are awesome.
Yeah, you're going to be finished with yours so much quicker.
I
This
don't
is the
know,
one
man. I'm
where you
actually
reassert your dominance.
I'm actually working. I was just thinking that I'm like really slow on this one right now.
Well, it's a dragon, and I've seen you whip out your dragons, but
Yeah.
we're also chatting.
Yeah.
Whip out your dragon.
I get that a lot.
Not again.
Yeah. It was a cool show, and then Dan whipped out his dragon.
And whipped out his dragon.
It's not under harness. All right. Gotta see what's in frame.
I can zoom you back out anytime. Just let me know.
No. You're good. You're good. I actually like this.
It's a click of a button right now. So.
Oh, cool. No. I'm good with this. Kind of funny because I'm keeping this to like mostly reds, browns, and yellows, and then I'll probably go over everything. This is like a new thing that I've been doing, by the way, with the airbrush,
Yep.
but use an opaque to kind of keep it within a specific color spectrum.
Mm-hmm. No. I've done that for a couple pieces too. Where you just take like, you get an area and you just loosely spray an overlay. It's like overlay on Photoshop, but in real life.
But in real life, yeah, exactly. No, it's funny because like, do you ever like, it's sort of like saying what your finishing move is going to be before you do it, because it's literally like that where I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna throw up, yeah, left, right,
Yeah.
over, up, down, up, down.
Final mega super punch.
This is my final form.
We got a small raid on Twitch from Fulsham Arts. Thank you so much for the raid.
As a non-Twitcher, I don't know what that is, but it sounds
so one of the things which is really cool on Twitch is that the community, at least for the creative area and the community, is very hospitable. It's like it's kind of generically united. Like it's the ideal of social media where you don't. It's not like these are my followers, right? And so when someone is done with their stream, one of the common things that they do most of the time is that you find another artist or another creative, and then you raid their stream and you bring everyone that was watching you into their stream.
there.
Yeah, so it's kind of like in the old days when you're just watching TV and you leave it on. Back when we used to watch TV,
yeah.
and then like just some random show would come up next. And you're like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm watching that now. And so that's what you'll kind of do on Twitch. You're like, oh, my stream is going to end, but I really like this artist. Let's go raid them, and then I will leave you all there. And so it's a great way to organically.
If I ever do Twitch, it's going to be like, it's going to freak people out. I'm going to throw the people over the most random stuff imaginable. We'll be like, and now we're going to sumo wrestling. because that's what I would do.
And now for your viewing pleasure.
It'd be like, yeah, I was watching this guy, and all of a sudden, I don't
Two
know why.
armadillos and a ball of yarn.
What? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And now we're looking at skinny pigs. What? They're hairless guinea pigs.
Yeah, Commander Snack says yes. That's for sure how it works. So they liked my description of rating. And that's one of the things I think where Twitch does, the Twitch community is a little bit nicer than being um,
On the
YouTube.
tube.
Yeah, on YouTube, where it's just your own devices. Twitch has a Bob Ross channel that just constantly streams Bob Ross shows, and every once in a while, I remember early on, the Bob Ross channel rated me, and they have hundreds of viewers at any one time, and so all of a sudden on my stream, the moderator like private message me. He's like, "Hey, I'm going to be dumping off a whole bunch of people in your show in your stream, so stay tuned." I'm like, what? What do you mean?
Yeah, nice.
And then another time, Jim Lee rated me, which was pretty cool.
Nice. The Leaster. He doesn't really do Twitch too much anymore, does he?
He does it when he feels like it.
Well, yeah.
He used to be a little
But,
more
I mean,
consistent with it. Yes, he used to be.
Yeah, he was like totally on top of it all the time for a while there, and then
Yes.
got the impression that he kind of dropped off.
Jim Lee is actually how I found Tony. Thanks, Voltron. Yeah, and I know a bunch of people that came with Bob Ross too. Are still following me. So. Oh, thank you.
All right.
Ron Shepard has showed up to the chat. Hello, everyone. Sorry, I'm late.
How are you, sir? See,
Ron.
now all I'm thinking about is bourbon. Thank you, Bob. Like, literally.
Bob Forrest, how's that bourbon coming along?
Yeah, I was like, that bourbon sounds like a really good idea right now.
When Bob finishes his bottle,
I'm actually getting myself a glass of sangria. I'm gonna be right back.
Oh, okay.
Stand by. I'm at home. I can do whatever the hell I want. I don't even have a kid tonight.
When Bob Forrest finishes his bourbon, that's when we know we can. All right. One of the things I'm trying to do is trying to keep to help highlight a figure. Is I try to only use certain colors on the figure and try to avoid using those colors everywhere else. So right now, I'm trying to only use the purple, this light purple, in the figure, and then in other places I'll use I might use a purple, but I might use some other shade or tone of it. So
there we go. Life is good now.
Life is good.
Yes. You can zoom me out, by the way.
Yeah.
Uh, I'll reposition once you do.
Go.
Oh,
You're back.
nice. Yeah, I like that.
See, I gotcha. I gotcha.
I'm your Huckleberry.
I'll be a Huckleberry. That was such a good movie. I'm like a Huckleberry. I didn't know you guys are bourbon drinkers. Uh, Bourbon, whiskey, scotch,
I
all
was
the
like,
tea, all those brown
um,
liquids.
yeah.
For me, like I
There's a few
enjoy all the
things.
brown ones.
Yeah, I'm kind of an equal opportunity drinker. The only thing I don't drink is cava.
I still have not tried that.
Yeah, I can't go down that road. I mean, part of it's because I drink alcohol.
Is that where you're
The
not supposed
two
to
do
drink
not.
alcohol when you have
No,
kava?
they do not mix well.
Tell us what
They'll
kava is
actually
because I
like.
only learned that when I traveled down to Florida, and
Oh my gosh, it's
and
everywhere down
there's
there.
like kava bars everywhere. Does anyone know what kava
Yeah,
bars are? I mean, they're definitely not in Chicago.
like there are more of them than there are actual bars now, at
Really,
least in St. Pete.
even
Yep.
more.
Yeah, it's pretty epic right now.
Is there a trick to mixing colors without contaminating your paint piles, or is a little paint pollution
Uh,
just part of the game?
it's 50-50, but for me, it's let stuff dry. Like I tend to not use a lot of water. So unless I'm doing something where I want something to kind of bleed into one another, I try not to use too much water.
I think he's also
Um,
referring to on your palettes when he says paint piles, as opposed to on the
oh,
page. So like, where you take a green and then you mix and then you have to get a purple. Like, do you
I
accidentally
just wet my
contaminate
brush.
the original?
I mean, it happens. Yeah, uh, watercolor's a lot of rolling with the punches. You you try not to cross pollinate certain things just because it really doesn't work out well.
Yeah, like
Um, ble- Bleeding inside of like something that you like on a piece is the thing that I thought you were referring to, and that's a different animal.
I think yeah, there are definitely certain colors that I'm trying to be extra careful of. Yellow is obviously the biggest one. You get a little bit of
Yeah,
any other color into your yellows, and it's just like it's gonna take you a while. You have to
mud.
put the clean water back on it, and you try to like you put
Yeah.
your paper towel in there to lift it back up if it's too contaminated, and you get the
Another
really
thing to kind of to help with that is to do what Tony and I do, which is to actually keep two different water buckets.
mhm,
A lot of times we'll have two going at the same time, and one will be
a warm.
more for like your warms, and the other one will be for your colds, and that helps out a lot.
Yeah, my water bucket. See if I can sneak this over here. Has three containers. You can't really tell, but like this one's like my little clean one right now. Um,
You hear that, girl? Use a clean one. You got to talk to him,
yeah.
make him feel special.
So it's light to dark, just like putting on paper too.
Uh,
Uh, in general, you can think of it that way, and that you won't, and that will probably help. Or just really make sure your brush stays clean.
yeah, that's always a big plus too. Also, here's another tip: don't do the flicky thing until the very end.
Or cover the important parts when you do the flicky thing.
Well, the main thing, like if you're using a dark color to do the flicky thing with, and not a light color.
A flicky thing is a professional term, by the way.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, I'm sorry. Spattering. Is that the word you want to use? Because that sounds wrong. I haven't had enough sangria for that. Actually, I just haven't had enough sangria. Dang. Hey, what's the temperature there, by the way?
The temperature here is a balmy. It's actually not too not too. It was actually kind of warm
Oh, okay. Wait, well, wait, hold on. What's your warm?
today.
Because it's a very different warm than what I'm probably thinking of
I
warm.
think today we hit above 30.
Oh my god.
I did walk out in shorts for a little bit.
Why do you live there? Like, like that's the thing I don't understand. Is like people like wantonly, intentionally live in places like that, which make no sense to me at all. Where do you live?
Stefan is the one that like surprises me the most of all. Like this is someone who literally comes from Tahiti
Yo, I know.
and
Yeah.
deciding to live in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yeah, but I feel like with Stefan, he followed the girl. I mean, come on, let's be real. That was Angel's doing. Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck are you doing here?
If he's on, tell me I'm wrong.
Hi, Stefan. We miss you.
Yep.
Um, Professional term? It's a scientific term. Yes. Flicky thing. I saw someone use an old toothbrush for the flicky thing. Seems pretty neat trick.
Yep.
Yes. I keep a handy dandy toothbrush. Several
Yeah, I don't use toothbrush
toothbrushes.
because it's gonna like it's especially an old one because it's got like all your cooties and stuff on it. I don't
I
want all
don't
that
use
on
an
it.
old one. This was a new one. It's not even like it's
And then
just
everybody says, "Yeah, use an old toothbrush," and I'm like, "Ew."
yeah. I don't use an old toothbrush. I used a new toothbrush, and that's what I did.
Like, why would you do
they,
that?
they, they come in packs. It's not that expensive. It's like the cheapest. It's one of the cheapest art supplies that you'll ever get. You have to buy.
What are you doing? Doing the flicky thing with my old toothbrush.
Also, with the toothbrush, the way it is, the flicky thing results in really small droplets. And so, if you want things that are a
Okay.
little bit larger, it's better to use a brush because when you flick it, it's like super fine. At least my tooth.
It's because it's picking up all those Tony cooties all over it. It's got like, cast off Tony.
Commander Snacks is in the same temperature time zone as me. It was a fantastic warm day when it hit above 30 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are nuts.
Well, in 2 weeks, it's going to be a,
Try
a,
something.
a tropical 80 degrees that we're at. I looked up the temperature in Dubai today, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be great." How do I pack? I don't remember how to dress for weather. It's supposed to be. I don't like any temperature above 40 degrees. I'm supposed to be getting -20 in a couple of days. Where are you that you're getting -20?
Yeah, that's the North Pole, bro. Yeah.
Tony, what are you painting?
Negative.
I am painting a golem. not Gollum. I'm thinking Golem. It's sort of Rocky, Rudy. It was a lovely 30 degrees Fahrenheit today with wind gusts of 30 miles per
Uh-huh.
hour. And Commander Snack is in Montana. Apparently, Montana
Ugh.
is going to be getting into the negatives. Fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna hard pass on Montana.
Isn't that where you want to have
And
our artist excursion?
yeah, our retreat. Yeah.
Artist retreat?
I think everyone that lives there is trying to retreat. Oh, man, that's crazy. Yeah. I mean, I used to live in Canada and we had some cold ass weather, but
Where in Canada you live?
I was in Ontario. But we got up to the Northern Territories. We actually did like a couple of camping trips to end all camping trips.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. A couple that were like, yeah, let's not do that again. It was like, okay, that was fun. Never again.
I recommend Glacier Park. That'd be fun to
Was
go.
that coming from you?
No, it's coming from
Oh
Commander
man.
Snack.
Oh, nice, nice.
Recommend Glacier Park.
I'm down. I'm down. Bill, how are you, man?
Bill O'Donnell, and in a few weeks or two, Tony's gonna deal with 100 plus desert heat. No, it's right now it's 80 degrees. Let's see, what's the temperature in Abu Dhabi? Temperature. 70, 77, 77, 74, 71, 70. Looking good.
Did you ever think that you would be asking yourself what's the temperature in
Abu
Abu
Dhabi?
Dhabi?
Nope. I never thought I'd be doing.
Just come back, dude, because I don't know if I can do these episodes by myself.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Uh, Congrats on the Abu Dhabi con, Tony, says Bill. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it was definitely when they started talking to me about it, I was like, well, I'm not going to say no. But you never really expect things like that to like out of all the conversations we had at
Materialize.
shows, right? You're like, oh, would you ever come and
Yeah.
do this show? I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to say no, but you know,
No, I remember talking to that guy when he was at MegaCon, right?
yeah, he was at MegaCon.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, he didn't strike me as being on the up and up when I first met him.
Nope, I was a little skeptical as well. I was like,
Yeah. I was
I'll
like,
humor you.
yeah, this seems I don't know about this one.
Yeah,
Because we get a lot of this kind of
we
stuff.
we we,
I
we,
mean,
we, we do.
like literally, I think how many Alaska conventions are there? Because I think I've talked to every single one, and I'm not even exaggerating.
Yes,
Literally every Alaska con has approached us in one way or another.
yes. I was supposed to go in 2020 to Alaska.
Yeah, I'm still. I mean, it's on my list.
Yeah,
I got too much on my list right now.
might want to check the humidity too. No one ever realizes that until they're in the Persian Gulf. Oh,
Tony loves humidity.
yeah. I adore humidity. Humidity
Uh,
and I are like best friends.
your friends. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony came here once, and it must have been the most humid it's ever been.
No, I've been there I've been there a couple times, and every time
Yeah.
it's like 97% humidity.
Last time wasn't that bad.
It was pretty hot.
Yeah, you
Oh
just have a
boy, humidity
northern sensibilities. 100%.
it's 9 a.m. over there with a 77% humidity.
Nice.
Oh boy.
Nice. That's gonna make your hair really awesome.
Oh boy. Mother of God.
It's like, Tony, I know you have short hair, but why is it an afro? No, it always does
Uh,
this in the humidity.
oh boy.
Oh,
Thanks,
this is gonna be
Phil.
so good. Do you have a picture of you with long hair?
There is a picture, and I think
I heard about this.
the only person.
Yeah.
So I used at one point in my life, I thought that artists should have long hair, and I had hair that went down, like, down to my pectorals, if you will.
Yep.
Um, and I think the only person that may have a photo or I have an idea of where a photo might exist is my sister.
Oh my.
'Cause she was slightly into photography around that time, so she might have taken a photo. Uh, I was not into selfies around that time, so I do not have any. Thank God.
Ah.
So, but it was
Now, how long?
luxurious.
Oh yeah, you had a mane.
Yeah. Well, it was
Like, was it as long as mine was?
it
The
was
last
longer.
30 something.
It was longer. Think
So the
think
last.
think about 18. It was long enough for me to donate when I cut it.
Oh wow, locks of love, huh?
Yeah. It was long enough for me to donate.
Which is saying something. That's
Yeah.
it's
So
definitely out
it has to be at least what, 12 inches for you to donate?
there.
Shut up.
Some
Locks of love. Locks of love, okay?
longer than others.
I know it's midnight. I know it's midnight and you're drinking sangria.
So I feel like the late night shows we need to basically put a disclaimer that this is an adult show. Um,
You must be at least this tall to enter Paint Bros.
yeah, and we encourage you to have a drink handy at all times. There will be moments where Dan might accidentally say, "Everybody drink," social, things like that.
Drink every time Dan says the word dragon.
Yeah. Feel free to substitute the water though. That's cool.
Have a drink every time Jan shows his dragon.
Hey.
I'm saying you're. I need
All
to
right, here we go.
create a greenish gray. Purple. Some green. The fun thing I have to do tomorrow
Do you have to go get
is
shots?
no, I already got my shot. I have to replace my garbage disposal in my sink.
Oh,
It died on me.
it's all right. Finn's grandmother's she had a pipe burst at her house, and I think I get to lay hardwood floor down.
Oh,
Uh,
fun.
I don't know if I'd call it that.
Well, at least it interlocks.
Yeah. Tall guys and hardwood flooring. Not really good bedfellows.
Tooth on Twitch says Tony lives. Along with Dan Govar. We're both alive.
I also live. Oh, man, there is nothing worse than when you grab a brush and it's got a little bit of something else in it.
Yes, I did that this morning.
Ugh.
Little thing like, where did this green come from? Oh no.
Yeah, it's like, you had blue? I need you to have yellow.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have a green cloud now.
Bright yellow, not.
Samantha Henrik says, now that this is a new day, I must sleep a little. I'm loving the whole thing. Can't wait to see the finished pieces. Happy increase of creativity after midnight.
See, now you're going to wake up and you're going to be like, oh, drawing. Maybe I should just get up and draw something. Sleep. Sleep is for the weak. My dogs are currently having dreams.
Are they doing the myoclonic twitches?
They're chasing something. It's kind of amusing. But they're on two different parts of the sectional right now, and they keep sort of like they're not kicking each other yet, but I'm waiting for it to happen. One's gonna wake up the other by kicking.
When your dogs take over the sectional, they literally take over the sectional.
Yeah, there's not really much room for anything else.
Sound effects!
I mean, cool story, bro, but needs more fire.
Can you make the fire like lightning fire instead?
Cool story needs more dragons. Things I've actually said to people before. All right, Tony. What's a
Yo,
weird random fact? Oh, here's a little funky pro tip that you can do. So if you have fruit flies in your house, buy sangria, and they will gravitate towards your sangria like moths to a flame. It literally is like their Achilles heel. And then
my trap for that is apple cider vinegar and an orange peel.
yeah, that's another. I mean that's like it's not bad. It's not bad. Trust me though. Sangria. I'm telling you, sangria is like they can't. As soon as they get in it, they're done. Like all they have to do is just touch it, and it's like
They
I'm
just die
out.
happy.
I mean, it's
Have any of you seen Vox Machina yet? Yes, I have. On Amazon. That's the D&D podcast.
I don't think I have actually. No, I haven't. That's the animated thing, right?
Yes, that's the animated.
Yeah. Nope. Not yet.
It's
I've been
it's
in
fun.
audiobooks right now, so I've
Yeah.
been kind of like out of the loop for anything recent.
I have never listened to the Vox Machina podcast, but I watched the animation, and it was fun once you get past the very modern script, like speaking.
Hmm. So they're saying things like
Oh
I need
yeah.
to level up. It's time for me to level up, yo.
No, they're not saying like that, but
Because like that would drive me crazy.
they use like
My
modern swears. They're not necessarily
yeah,
they, like
it's the lingo, right?
yeah. It's lingo. It's definitely
I
you
swear,
definitely
Tony,
tell.
if I watch this and they say like I need to level up, like I will lose my mind. I will literally lose my mind. My pet peeve right now is watching these like period dramas and things like that, and then like Bridgerton, and
yeah.
I realize that it's the style, but it's like really, come on, man,
Oh, you were
like
watching Bridgerton? Oh my god.
no, I'm just using that as an example, but
Uh huh.
it's like
Uh huh.
no, that's definitely not my bag. But it's like
Sure.
they everything's supposed to be period, and then they open their mouths, and it's like, oh well, there's the suspension of disbelief. There it went, all gone in 5 seconds.
Uh, are you sure you're not a Bridgerton fan? Tell
Yeah,
me
I'm
why
rather
or
sure
why
actually.
not Simon is your favorite character.
Okay, first off, I don't even know who Simon is, so
And why
there you
Lady
go.
Whistledown just gets your goat.
Whistledown, is that really her name? Like, please tell me that's really her name.
It is.
Oh my god! Like, it
Too
might even be worth
anachronistic? Yeah,
watching
it's
just
the
for that
word.
kind of madness.
Yes, anachronistic. Thank you, Cynthia.
Oh my gosh, Whistledown.
Your your eloquence and loquaciousness, Cynthia, does not go unnoticed.
Someone was like, "So what is Bridgerton like?" I was like, "I don't know. I think it's like the Baz Luhrmann version of like I don't know,
I had
some
no
Jane
idea what it
Austen
was.
novel.
I was like, okay, this is what's the other like what's the other one that was
Pride and
actually really
Prejudice and zombies.
yeah, Pride and Prejudice Zombies. The place in World War
It's
One.
like I would just love to be like a fly on the wall when they were coming up with these ideas, and they're just like, yeah, Abraham Lincoln, zombie hunter, or vampire hunter, or whatever.
Vampire Hunter.
Yep, yep. Fermented fruit death trap. Yep, that's exactly what sangria is.
Or vinegar and an orange peel.
Evidently, you have to go to Yaz Island.
Yeah.
That ought to be fun. I want photos.
Yaz Island and Ferrari World theme park. So
That
I don't
so
know how much I am going to get to experience. I know I have one day at least where I can go around and see things. So I
so
leave on
Florida.
Tuesday. Huh? Go on.
Where I'm at in Florida has like it's like everyone and their monkey's uncle either has a Tesla or a Ferrari. Like I see them literally all the time on the road. There's two or three of them that go to the same coffee shop, and I know the guy who owns, one of the Ferraris that he owns
This
this like
gives you a
bright,
hint at the fancy places
obnoxious green one.
that Dan visit. And Dan always. I'm only seeing around areas where people drive Ferraris and Teslas. Or Tesla
Well,
Ferraris.
Teslas are made here, which is why they're all over the place here. Um, like the battery, there's a huge Tesla facility here.
Mm.
So
So yeah, so I don't know how much.
I think he's avoiding taxes is the thing. I mean, let's be real. It's the tax incentives.
I think for I mean, I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to see. So I leave Chicago on Tuesday. I land there on Wednesday in the afternoon, and there's gonna be like a day. I'm giving myself a day for
Rest.
sort of rest and get over the jet lag.
Yeah.
So that leaves Thursday, a full day for me to maybe set up. So the weird thing about the convention is that it doesn't start till noon. Each of the days, it doesn't start till
What?
noon, and it goes until 9.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's surreal.
So they're on a different clock over there,
Clearly, that is so weird,
right?
huh? I mean, is it just like one of those 9 our time things, or
No, no,
like,
no, no. Well, yeah,
like no, no,
on
no, no, no,
their
their time?
yeah, on their website for this, it says 9, and their work days or their work week used to be Sunday to Thursday,
Wow.
and their weekends were Friday and Saturday.
Hey, whatever, whatever. Like, that's
But
crazy.
recently the king, I think it's a monarchy over there, right? The king said, you know what, we're gonna change and switch over to what the rest of the world does, and so recently this year they switched to a Monday through Friday. So I have no idea.
Huh.
So that's got to be also weird. Oh, it's only a 7-hour time zone difference. For some reason, I thought it was like 10
That's weird.
it's 9:36. I don't know where you are.
Well, listen, you enjoy that.
It's 9:36 right now in Abu Dhabi, and it is 11:36 here.
Yeah.
So that's a full 9 hours ahead.
Yeah.
Right? No, 10
that-
hours ahead.
That sounds brutal.
Yeah. That's a 10-hour time difference. That's enough to throw you off.
I'm having one of those "you better dry lighter" moments. So for those currently who do Kickstarters, if you would like a black and white piece from me, and you want to get a hardcover book from a
Great
up
writer.
and coming, evidently very popular writer. Let's see here, Kickstarter.com, and go to publishing, and it is #1 recommended under publishing.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah, They're up to 61K in 2 days.
Nice.
So Mother of Learning has a Kickstarter running right now for their hardcover edition, and if you get their, I believe it's the limited custom illustration bundle, you also get one of the characters of your choice illustrated by yours truly.
Oh, nice.
These are some of the rewards that I did for the last one for them. But yeah, they are up to, how many of those are left? About half of them are left after 2 days. I'm just like, dude, I think I did 20 for the last. This one's definitely going to be more. They also have like a bust that they've done for one of their characters from the book that's super cool. So yeah, Mother of Learning is the name of the book.
Like a fancy video there.
Yeah, they're good. Whoever does all their promotional stuff is like amazing. Wraithmark is the name of the company that puts these out. Very, very good. But Nobody 103 is evidently like, I think he had like a serialized serialized book that he was doing on, I think it was Patreon.
Oh, really?
And it was like crazy popular, and now it's the collected print version of it. I think they're talking about including some of the world building stuff in it.
Cool. So is for this Kickstarter tier that you'll be illustrating for?
Yeah.
Are they a specific character that they choose, or do you choose? They just get a
I think
random drawing or sketch?
you choose, because I get a list of them, and then I get reference material for each of the characters because I haven't read any of this stuff. But I want to, I just haven't yet. So I get a lot of reference material for it. A lot of times they have concept art that they've done for some of these, and then but you get to pick the character. And you get a nice hardcover.
Headshot or body shot?
No. They're full body most of the time, unless it's like, I mean, it's kind of whatever I want to do. So far I've been drawing every, all range, but I did like, I think 30 of them for the last one. They're up to 50 right now on this one. And I suspect there's usually a burst of people that end up picking it up at the very end. So I suspect that there's probably going to be an additional 10 to 15 at least. Basically, that will be a convention month from one of the months that I'm not doing a convention.
Gotcha.
While Tony's in Abu Dhabi.
I will have to see what the how crazy the internet is over there, but we can try. Let's see. So it'd be if we were to an 8-hour difference for you, hour ahead of me. Right now it's 9:30. 10, 12 hours. So your morning is my end of day. We had a show, so my late night is your early morning.
Ah,
So if I am working on some commissions late at night, it'll be early morning for you. Maybe,
maybe.
maybe. People on stream wouldn't want to see that, right? I probably have
Probably
those.
not. They're like, you two? Why?
You just do this in digital. Why am I doing this in watercolor?
Right? Oh my gosh. Can you zoom in on the dragon's head?
Sure.
Boop boop. Zzz. I gotta do the sound effect. Yeah. Gotta do the transformer noise.
uh, I, if at all possible,
Yeah.
please try to record Heather doing noises.
She's not gonna be into that at all. I mean, I'll try. It ought to be something.
Uh,
That's
do a machine gun, do a lightsaber, and
no, machine gun definitely. I mean, lightsaber would be cool, but machine gun, that's the one. That's the one that like it's like the Achilles heel.
yeah. But it was so funny because like every boy knows how to make a machine gun sound. I don't know where.
Yeah, there's only like two variations. It's
Right.
like you either have the rat-a-tat-tat version or you
Yeah.
have like the like butter 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 butter. Yeah, exactly. But it's instinctual. It's like you
It
don't even have
is.
to think about it. You know. You
Yeah.
know.
It is. Time for bed. Nice seeing you both. Look forward to seeing these when they're done. Yeah, me too.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, us too.
I love when people are like, oh, look forward to seeing you when it's done. Like, me too. I wish I knew what it looked like.
It's like, yup.
Thank you for staying up with us, Cynthia. All right.
Did you see the Black Adam trailer-ish thing?
Yeah, I think it actually seems slightly interesting. What do you think?
I think that The Rock needed a vehicle, and it sounds cool.
Doctor Strange one though. Everything I keep hearing just has me going like, what?
Oh, I'm all into that one.
Oh yeah,
Which is funny because it was literally of all the MCU movies, it was literally my least favorite. Um,
mm-hmm.
like it's the one that I don't need to rewatch.
Yeah.
Like the first one.
Yeah, but this one that they're getting into is getting all like
Yeah.
cerebral and crazy and
Well, did you see the you saw the animated What If, right?
yeah, yeah,
Oh my gosh, like I cannot wait to
badass
see
Doctor
the like,
Strange.
yeah, the Strange Supreme.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's gonna be badass. So we are at the hour and 50 minutes mark,
Yes, for sure.
um, which means
Uh,
we should probably cut it out.
you got a lot farther than I did.
Uh, I got I got okay. I've still got a lot to do though.
I have the basic. I'm gonna
Yeah,
use some of the airbrush and like get a nice warm glow once I put everything.
yeah. I got lots to do. This is very initial,
Yeah.
but I have all the foundation and everything's there. I just need to start pulling out smoke and shadows and stuff, and I want to make the whole edges, all of this part, like very smoky. Like basically, he's been like destroying this poor
Mm-hmm.
innocent castle for you know too
Yeah.
long.
I put a pseudo crown on this knight kind of thing.
Mm.
And I'm putting in lots of soft glows on everything, so we'll see how this all works. In my head, I can make this work. In reality, kind of chewing a little bit too much. If I can get it to come out right. All right.
I'm
So,
zooming in. Dig it. Dig it. Dig it. Dig it. So next week we will be doing leftovers. Uh,
yes.
our episode will be very fun. We're literally calling it like leftovers or what was the other name that we had for it?
Unfinished business.
Unfinished business. Yeah. Um, it'll basically be us picking up pieces that we just never got around to finishing that we wanted to, and this one's not going to be on the list, but for example, I've got this guy that I really need to finish and haven't had 5 seconds to finish. Uh, so if hey, can you zoom out?
Oh yeah, yeah. Huge.
But yeah, more things
I
like this
I
that we
love
need
those
to.
gradients, man. That gradient is super awesome.
Thanks, dude. I like that part right where his
Yep.
foot is. Um, like
Yes.
raw face. So yeah, we'll be picking up on pieces. We'll pick probably two or three pieces that we've
Yeah.
got pretty far on but never finished, and probably
Both of
show
us
some
have
other
this.
stuff that yeah. I have a whole massive list of things I've never done. I need to finish that haven't been. So
Yeah. There's what one of the questions we always get is just simply like, "Hey, how many pieces do you work on at once? Do you ever because at shows we're often working in two or three or four pieces.
yeah,
But back at the studio, we have this. We both have this sort of stack of pieces that we just halfway finished or partially finished or almost done but never quite finished. And so I think we're gonna
yeah.
dig them out.
There's
It'll
a
be fun
lot.
to sift through all that with you guys, and we'll see what we can finish on that stream. So,
That'll be a fun episode
yeah.
because things will be much further along.
Mhm.
You won't get these beginning stages, but you'll get those like wrapping it up stages, which is a little
Yes,
different.
that's for sure. Yeah.
So
So stay
until
tuned.
then, I hope
Give us a follow on
everybody.
all our social media so you see where we end up with these pieces.
Yeah, This one will. I plan on posting this one. Actually, I don't know when I'll post this one. To be honest, this is.
Actually, I don't know
It's.
if we are going to be
I
able to
don't. I don't.
post it.
I don't. I don't think we can for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah. This
yeah,
is. You guys got to see sort of in its infancy, but
yeah.
this is one that will be eventually going on a project. So yeah,
Yeah,
you knew it when.
yeah. You when it was at this ugly state.
Yeah. So everybody have a great weekend. Get into trouble.
Yes.
Not too much
Yes.
trouble.
Get into some amazing trouble, and we will. But stay safe, and we will see you next week.
Indeed.
Once we solidify a day, make sure you like, follow, subscribe here on YouTube. But now that we got the calendar function working, we'll set that up as soon as we can. You'll get the notification through YouTube. So give us a follow on youtube.com/paintbros. If you're catching us on Twitch, please like and subscribe there. We're trying to grow the channel, and we would appreciate any little bit of help and sharing that we can get. So tell us what your favorite marsupial is in the comments. Thank you.
Nice. Nice. Take it easy, everybody.
Right.
Definitely give me a shout out on Instagram if you follow me there.
Yeah, you can follow
Say,
him
hey,
at
caught the
instagram.com/Daniel Govar.
Yes. And Tony_Moy, correct?
Sure.
Till then,
Take
ciao.
care, everybody.
Sleep well. Yeah.
Good night.
Bye, everybody.